I'm not gonna lie. We're 6 minutes out of the game, 9 minutes out of the game. Sorry, I, for whatever reason, assumed that we weren't playing again until January, or the cup wasn't January. So we're coming back now for this game. We're 9 minutes in already, so I guess we'll have to go over everything after the game. Apologies in advance, but yeah, we're 9 minutes in. It's 0-0. Let's just get to it. This Quavs Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Journeyman. Let's fucking go. Welcome in, everybody. So, our lineup today then is Ollie, Williams, Old, Bassett, Shield, Harrington, Hewlett, Clark, Kamwa, Joe, and Bradshaw. It's 0-0. We're taking on this team, whose name I'm not even 100% on. Let's just get into it. So yeah, we played a couple of games. We won the first. So only one game I played or two? We won the first and then we lost to Connors Key. This game's now came in, which I thought this draw wasn't happening until the end of January. So I was just wasn't even paying attention. I knew it said cup as well when I set the team and things. Didn't give it too much of a thought. It wasn't until 9 minutes. I was like, oh fuck it, we'll come back for either January transfer window or the cup. So yeah, we're back now, midway through a game because it just never really all clicked in my head. Apologies, everybody. I don't know what else to say. I can't even, like, mine's just a bit all over the place on what has been going on. I'm not even fully aware of what we've actually been up to. I feel like I've been in a daze down the last couple of games. So we've won a penalty, which is good. This is definitely either a lower league side or a side that's not even in a league that's in the game. Oh, Shield steps up. Oh, Shield puts it home. It's 1-0. We take the lead in the cup. And I'm happy. It's slightly just feel all over the place because I didn't realise I was meant to come in for this game. Again, just never clicked for me properly. But now we are 1-0 up. There is no game audio, which I have just noticed. Why is there no game audio? No, there is game audio. Okay, there's just no crowd noises, which is always fun. So I remember when I last looked at the league table, and it must have been before the Connors Key game, because I didn't look after we dropped points. But before Connors Key, if we'd won, other results went our way, we would have jumped up another space, but we were 2 points behind whoever was 2 above us. The team above us had a game in hand, so I wasn't counting them. But they then went out and lost to Connors Key, as you'd kind of expected from us. I still think we can finish top half. We are just going to need a little bit more consistency and just not being awful as often. I am at the stage of, do I try and do any major like restructuring or rebuilding during January? And I don't know. I don't know what to even do. We have good players that just aren't working well. We have poor players who are showing up. We just don't have an obvious style, if you like. I did look at Brennan a goalkeeper, but we wanted just shy of like £900 a week. Best act off was just shy of £500 a week, and he just wouldn't accept it. We just could not get down in the wages, so we're sticking with Ollie at the moment. But if we could get another goalkeeper in who is better than Ollie on paper, or the scouts think he's better than Ollie overall, I would jump at the chance at the moment. I do think we need to improve in goals. I need to do something about the midfield and defence. Unlucky not to score there, actually. Like, we have, the back five at the moment, which is working for us, but because we have all the wingers, we do need to play with wingers. and it's really limiting how many centre mids we can play, and I don't think 2 centre mids really is helping us out. But I don't feel like not having 3 centre backs helps us either. We seem to just not look overly convincing at times when we play with a back 4 instead of a back 5. But I may just transition back to a 4-3-3 and see how we got on with that. Just see if it makes any difference to us. But at the same time, I really don't want to lose out on having Shield and Camwa, not Shield and Camwa because I've just seen Camwa's name, Shield and Harrington helping out wide. So it might be a case of in possession, we've got 2 centre backs, and then the next line will be a DM and 2 wing backs, and then when we're defending, it just goes back to a flat 4. That's something we can maybe try. I've just been reluctant to change things up while we're kind of on a good run there. When we won the game before Connors Keys, that was 5 wins on the bounce for us, which are unbeaten in 5 at the very least. So that was good. Didn't really want to make any changes during that too much. But it's maybe something to consider come January, that we maybe look to change our shape just once again. Also, we had planned on playing like a 4-2-4, but that hasn't really worked out for us this season. And I'm really just trying to, as things stand, figure out what's best. And I may use this cup game now, actually, and I'm thinking about to try a little change. So, Bassett's having a poor game, so we're going to take off Bassett, okay? Now, Hewlett's going to go at the DM role. Jenner will become that midfield playmaker. That's absolutely fine. Old will then just move over 1 to the left-hand side instead of the right. And then out of possession, then we swap them to once again. Hannington drops down 1. Shield drops down 1. And we have that 4-3-3. If need be, we can also drop them 2 to make it a 4-1-4-1. But we can stick with this. I can't remember what type of defender both of you are, actually. You're a pressing fullback, which is fine with me. You are maybe also a pressing fullback. No, you're a holding fullback. Interesting. Bish bash bosh. You're a presser. You are a presser. That's what we're going to do then. We're just going to change to 4-3-3 / this little shape. Just for the second half, it's one change. Bass was having a poor game anyway. So is Joe and Kanye. Bradshaw, to be fair, but let's just go for the shape change. See how I feel about the midfield and defence. Because this may be something that we could consider shape-wise. This may be something that's a bit better for us in terms of attacking sense. And if we get broke on in this way as well, it shouldn't be too bad for us because Hewlett should still be there. In fact, Hewlett should probably be screening. The question becomes, do I want to use that or that? We'll just keep using the defence for mid. Yeah, so it means defensively we should always have Hewlett just in front of the back 4 or the back 2, depending on where you want to look at it. And we'll see how that goes for us. In an ideal world, it means we should always have that little triangle with our centre-back. So centre-back to DM, which if one of the centre-backs does get possession and start getting pressed, they should also have somebody just in front or to the left that they can get the ball to. And hopefully we can maybe beat any presses that come that way as well. Which is always kind of beneficial. I'm giving Joe and Bradshaw and Cam another 5-ish minutes. They're not playing particularly well today. This is Calma's first appearance in God knows how long, to be fair. Well, this is Denley's first start in God knows how long. I can't remember if he came off the bench in the last game or not. I don't think he would have done. I think it would have been Nari, but... Bevan's out injured at the moment. He'll be out, I think, for another week, if I remember correctly. Allport's out for a couple of weeks, maybe 3-4 weeks at most. I can't remember how long he's out for. Both picked up a knock of some form. Hence why we've got Joe and Calma starting. Because if I start Nari, I don't have enough under 19s for the bench. So, well, we'd have to promote people into the team from there. Going to bring on Albeit. Going to bring on Nari. And I'm also going to bring on, if I can see him, I don't have him, bollocks. Joe's keeping his place. I'm going to bring on Olabiye and Nari. Are you a deep blind forward or a centre forward? Centre forward, splitting, but you can't split, so it'll be central outlet. Yep, let's make that double change and see how that goes for us. Maybe a change of striker in there and having Nari just being a nuisance on that right hand side might help us get a second goal in this game. That's like I don't feel like we're doing any better, and we're certainly not doing any worse since the change of shape. Which, fair enough. Like I'm maybe not always expecting to do a lot when we make these changes, especially in games we should be winning. And again, we were already winning when we made the shape change, but I'm not seeing anything that's particularly worrying from it, at the very least. And I'm not seeing anything that's looking detrimental. So again, so far 1-1. Something feels funny on my neck. So long ball should be comfortable for us. And it is. Yeah, as long as we don't do anything stupid there, we're fine. Had a feel that Williams might have done something stupid that left a striker one-on-one with Old, but we didn't. And now we are breaking. Clark does really well here, actually. Cross in, Nari's not really going to do a great deal from that point, is he? Kind of tempted to make another change, would be more for the sake of it. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We could maybe change shape a little bit and use wing backs to get our width and go with two up top. Have Nari and Olabiye leading the line, and then just have wing backs for the width. An extra centre back in defence, which is something I was trying to get away from, I guess. But here's an option. Harrington just gave away a penalty. A two-handed shove in the fucking back. Why? Oh, you fucking cretinous bastard. Why? Well done, Ollie. Right. That's just fucking frustrating. Right. If you're going to be as a centre forward, then you're going to need Nari up there to run the channels. Out of possession, you're just going to stay there, though. Yep, tracking. Wide. Joe becomes Evans in this scenario, which is fine. And possession, Joe becomes Evans in this scenario, which is fine. On the right hand side, then it'll be Olasunde. On the left hand side will be Kager. I've used all my subs. Shite. Undo then. I guess we could maybe just do this, keep things as is. Yep, that works for me then. Why not? Yeah, low cross at the box might help. So it now means when we're defending, we're going to go with a flat 5. And when we're in possession, we're going to have that 3 centre-backs, DM sitting just in front. And the wing-backs giving us our width. Well done, Clark. Long ball from Hatton up to Olabiye, who's now wide and breaking. This is exactly what we wanted when we split him off out the two strikers. He was on his own. Nari just didn't have the pace to catch up. But he does win as a corner, which quite handy, let's be honest. 25 minutes remaining. Can we get another goal or two? Nari delivers. Headed right back to him. Fires it back across. Cleared. Harrington picks it up. Has a shot from distance. Another corner. What are we going to do here? This is definitely a situation where I really wish we had like, good ball-playing defenders. It would certainly help. Evans does take a good touch there, though. Don't know why I didn't just play it short to Hewlett. That was probably the easier ball. Those type of balls we should be dealing with all day. Williams tries to play a ball out to the wing. There's nobody there. Shield picks that up nice and easy. We're dominating the game and things like that. I just don't feel like we're that great. Like, yeah, we're playing fairly well, but I don't feel like we're going to score again. I feel like we're doing everything right but getting the ball anywhere even close to the back of the net. And that for me just now is the biggest annoyance I have, is that we're just not really creating many even half chances, not many clear cut chances. Yes, because Sinara has to go himself. He had one player in the box to try and pick out, and he was surrounded. Comfortable for Ollie. Somebody give him an option. Has it long 12 minutes remaining. Nari's never going to win that header. But the header forward, it's just only goes as far as Jenner in a midfield trio. Pass it between themselves. Ball back to Evans for a long ball. Albeit takes a good touch. Gets it to Nari, who, I don't know what happened there. We just lost the highlight, so. Which is frustrating. Incredibly frustrating. Oy, oy, oy. Let's be honest, this has not been a convincing win. We gave away a penalty. That's the only time they've looked like scoring against us. But if it wasn't for us scoring our own penalty, we've not looked like scoring. But at the same time, we've been the far better side without looking overly impressive. Headed away by Evans, as we'd kind of expect. We've got a minute left here before any added on time. We're breaking forward. I'm not expecting... Ah, shit. Didn't even get the chance to finish the sentence off. I'm not expecting anything before we did something utterly horrific. Which is always fun, you know? Always so much fun. Just blow the whistle. It's been a shit game and I still feel flustered. Oh, you can't waste time for the whole rest of the minute, surely, fuck. There you go. Good bit of play here, though. Go on, go on. And it's a goal. Route 1 stuff. Ball from Max Jenner. Good ball from Max Jenner up to Nari. Nari does well. Cuts inside on his left foot. Curls it past Darwin. And doubles our lead. Look at this for a finish. Look at this. Oh, right into the side netting. That pretty much gets us through to the next round. We must be starting to get hit like the quarterfinals now, right? Surely. 2-0 on the day. 2-0. Right, good one for us. And before we go anywhere, let's look over the previous games as well and just see how we've got on since the last episode. My neck still feels dry. I'm trying to find whatever it is that's annoying me. And it'll be a hair that's just coming through and it'll be fucking tiny. I know it. Oh, I'm so OCD at times. Right. Yeah, for us. Pen, main, war, hour. Whatever. So Welsh Cup's another round done. What round is this even on? So the fourth round. Right, so we're through the quarterfinals in. And that's getting drawn on the 12th of the 12th, so in 2 days' time. Alright, cool. So we should know by the next game then who our quarterfinal opponents are going to be. That's handy. In terms of fixtures then, we beat Haverford West 3-0. Bradshaw, an own goal, and then a goal from Allport got the victory. Coniski Nomads came over and just ran over the Toffees. Bua Bariami got 2 goals by 22 minutes in. And then Josh Kerr made it 3 on 53 before we got one back through Nari on 85. And then obviously we beat them. So the next game then is going to be Colwyn Bay. And we'll know who we're playing in the quarterfinals. I will see you all then, when I should hopefully be slightly more prepared. We are back. Let's go over the lineup very quickly then. So, in goals will be Ollie. Back two, or centre backs will be Old and Williams. Right back, wing back will be Shield. Left back, wing back will be Harrington. Hewlett, Jenner, and Clark make up our trio in midfield, with Nari on the left, Nari on the right, Joe on the left, Bradshaw in the line. On the bench, Evans, Kager, Olasunde, Palit, Kamwa, Daly, and Olabiye. The draw for the next round of the Cup has taken place, and that game will be played at the very end of January. Okay? End of Jan for the next round then. But let's see then if we can get something against Colwyn Bay as we do a different shape, just a little bit. Getting rid of one of the centre backs, move them into midfield, and just see if that can help us just create, I guess, a bit more, or I don't know, just help us one way or another. Metals helps out defensively just a little bit. We'll need to wait and see. We'll hope for the best for the most part. They are in the Aston Villa colours, or the West Ham colours, or the Burnley colours, however you want to look at it. We are playing in black. Jenna does really well there. Just nips on the head. And a long ball from Ollie right up to Bradshaw. Takes a really good first touch, actually. Right, what's going to do is out wide. He's by himself. Goes himself. Comfortable save for French. First name I legitimately believe is Hamish. I recognise from either previous games or he's actually played up here and I've seen him. Playing Old on the left and Williams on the right, I think that might work out best overall, because if we're going to be defending and Shield is a holding fullback, then I think having the centre back with not as much pace side him probably helps a lot more. Whereas on the left hand side, we're going to have Harrington pressing on that left wing, having the pace of Old, excuse me, who's pacier compared to some other centre backs. On the left side, should hopefully help if anyone gets in behind Harrington. But we'll wait and see if that theory works out well. Hewlett, of course, is also playing as a screening defensive mid. So he'll hopefully just mop up anything in front of our back four, should he be able to get onto it. I am recording, which was the main check there. Excuse me. I like how we just hit the ball forward and immediately just went into our defence position. We didn't even attempt to win the ball. Excuse me, we just kicked it forward and then immediately went into our defensive shape. I honestly thought that the other formation we were playing before with the 3 centre-backs was a wing play formation. Apparently not, it was like a direct counter-attack. Hadn't even clicked, because we don't press or fuck all, so I wasn't really expecting this to be or remembering choosing counter-attacking as a thing, but hey-ho. What I'll say is, I'm not enjoying this opening 10 minutes. We're very much just, well, defending for the most part. We're not really getting the ball down and breaking. Bradshaw does well though, heads the ball out wide to Joe. He's got Harrington on the overlap who he gives it to. Ball comes in, Nare's never winning that, he does well, just holds back instead. Inside to Hewlett now. Clark. Old. Ball forward. Falls for Bradshaw. First time shot goes wide of the post. Not ideal. Not ideal. I've got a funny feeling we might be just holding on this game. That chance that Bradshaw has probably the one that we needed to score. It felt like a chance. Well, it didn't actually at the time, but I'm now thinking that's what it's going to end up feeling like. Annoyingly. Oh. Right, good header away. Somebody scouted it quickly though. No, we're just not. We're very much just not getting our midfield on the ball, which is annoying. Oh. It's chances like that we need to be burying. And that's the issue. I generally thought Bradshaw was going to be a good goal scorer for us, and he's just been shite in terms of being just a regular out-and-out goal scorer. We're just not getting that from him. Unlucky Shield. We've seen him score free kicks before for us. Does well hitting the post. Nare's having a poor game. Joe's having a poor game. Bradshaw's having a poor game. Not great. Oh. Defensively, I think we're doing okay. You can see that our midfield just isn't really getting involved. The ratings aren't low. And they're not great, don't get me wrong, but it looks like it's our wipers and our striker who just aren't getting involved in much. But again, Bradshaw's had the ball a couple of times. He's been through on goal a couple of times, just not done much with it. I'm going to bring on Daly and I'm going to bring on Kamwa. I think that's the only change I'm going to make. I was tempted to bring on Olibier, but don't know much it would help. Other than it's not Bradshaw, who is having a poor game, don't get me wrong, but I'm not convinced Olibier is a man that we're going to need. I definitely feel like if we can, we need to get a better finisher in. An actual goal scorer, because we just seem to not be getting that, or missing that at the moment. Just far from ideal.
What was that saying about Bradshaw?
Apologies, ignore everything I've just said about Bradshaw. I'm actually angry because I'm not angry. I'm actually quite happy. Let's watch it again then. Ball from Clark. Just fantastic run from Bradshaw. Great ball from Clark. Times it perfectly. Maybe. I'm not even convinced he was onside. But he slots it home. If we're being really critical, we probably should have had another one from the chance he's had, but we'll take it. It's 1-0. A very surprising 1-0. At the moment. Well done, Harrington. I mean, they've still had... I mean, we've had half the amount of shots they've had, but we've had the same amount of shots near enough on target. Which means we're still conceding chances, which we would expect to do. Pish! Utter pish! Pish. Ugh. Just outpaces Old. First time finish past Ollie. Pish. If I'm being perfectly honest, I probably would have took a draw before the game. But I have no faith. No faith that we'll be able to hold out and keep a draw. Well, that. Fucking that. Three defenders round him. Williams jumps and misses it. The other two don't even get a block in on the shot. And it's Coney again, who just puts us to the fucking sword. That's a good ball though, Bradshaw. Go on. Penalty! Has to be. There we go. Right. Equalise here, lads. Come on. Yeah. Book him, fuck him. Arsehole. Shield stepping up to hit it. Shield is stepping up to hit it. And he scores 2-2. Colwyn Bay and Britton Ferry. I am need to make changes though because we're playing fucking horrific. Going to bring on Evans for Williams. And a very like-for-like change. Going to bring on Olasunde as well for Shield. Olasunde's had quite a poor... Shield has had quite a poor game. So Olasunde's going to come on. One more change we could make. And I'm going to bring on Polite for Jenner. And just see if that helps us a little bit. Ollie likes to hold on to the ball for fucking 3 to 5 working days. Jesus Christ. Right, Clark with the header forward, but just ends up staying within Colwyn Bay's possession. Right, Old does well, reads it. Could really do with someone just fucking winning the ball. Right, well done, Bradshaw now. Clark, Hewlett, Bradshaw, ball to Polite, Olasunde. I think he was trying to look for the ball forward to Kamla, but no space really came. Long ball from Evans gets nowhere. But we do well. It's those long balls to nobody that fuck us up all the time. Right, Kamla does well. Beats his man, gets ball to Polite. Plays the ball out wide to Daly. He's got the overlap of Harrington, who he gives the ball to. Harrington's cross from deep, nowhere near Bradshaw. And just such a comfortable collect for fucking French. I am contemplating if he's on a month-to-month contract or whatever, on a non-contract, whatever you want to call it, of releasing Daly in the transfer window. Oh, a better ball from Polite. We probably should have been 3-2 up there. Another long ball, just not anywhere near our players. Don't know why I just had images of Olasunde fouling that player running into the box there. Staying far too close to his heels. All with the throw. Cowan takes a decent enough touch. Evans now is going to hit a long ball. No, oh no, he doesn't. He switches play out to Daly. Again, he's got the overlap of Harrington, who hits another early cross to nobody. Mate, what is the point? God damn it, man. Why this consistent need to hit these early crosses to nobody? You're not even getting them anywhere near the only forward player we have. Right, just take a second. You don't need to just hoof it. You hoof it. Why are we so scared to just take a touch and look up and see who's free? Sometimes you're better just taking a touch looking up to counter than just hit a long hopeful ball for the counter. Corner. Oh, unfucking believable. Right, get it. Again, I'd be happy with the draw. I'm just not happy with how we're performing within the game. And again, I don't trust us to not let them score again. Thank fuck that's offside. Oh well, look, when I heard the crowd cheering. See what I mean though? Like, we are so shit in every way. How they've not scored from that, I don't know. Honestly, unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Oh, 5 minutes been added on. We're a minute and a half in. 3.5 minutes left. 1 minute left. A pass instead of ball. Right, now you can time waste. There's 30 seconds left, Ollie. Rip the arse out it. There we go. We're now over the 5 minute mark. We're waiting for the rest to blow his whistle. I will take a draw. Ref? Ref? Thank Christ. Colvin Bay 2, Britain Ferry 2. Good result, shit performance. I'll take it. I don't know if it was just one of those days, I'll be honest. I'll be honest, I think I lied to the players there. Oh my god. Right, next episode then. Oh, next episode we're going to come back for Denby Town and Thomas Bluebirds in the quarterfinal of the Cup. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to play and the vast majority of the transfer window to get through before we're back and hopefully doing that. Hopefully we manage to just keep chipping away at the league and try and get ourselves up the table. We're now 9th. We're not 19th. We're 11th. No, we're not. We're 12th in the league on 21 points. A point behind Ellie, sorry. 2 points behind Haverford West. And then 4 points behind Cardiff Met. And then that's when we start looking at the rest of the table. Not going to be ideal. It's going to be a tough run for us now. But we've got about 11 games left before the split. Let's try and get ourselves up this table and away from these relegation places as much as we can. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. It does genuinely help out the channel immensely. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.